Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wesley here, and this is Beast on Broad Street.
Yeah, reporting live from the underworld, coming from a place that's never been unearthed. How much is your soul? Tell me what it's worth. Do you put your pride or money first?
Hey, day 4 in the books. All right. All I can say is thank goodness, man, that we got all this offensive line depth because today we had Steen go down. We don't know when he's coming back. I hope he comes back sooner than later. Um, Luckily, again, we got that depth, man. We got Becton coming in. I think Kennard was getting some first team reps in place of Steen. Becton's just moving around everywhere, which I love, by the way. I think it's such an underrated signing right now. I mean, I don't think right now it's underrated. I think now we're appreciating it, but can't not be happy with the depth that we have here because we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it. Guys might go down. It's just a part of the game. And especially right now in training camp, we got bodies subbing in and they're getting good reps in, right? We know Lane Johnson's gonna be good, right? He'll be all right. And Steen's in a competition right now. If you ask me, I think Becton's gonna take that guard spot. I don't see why not. If he's that good in run blocking, like they've been saying he is, why why should he not be the starting guard right now? That's just my personal take on it. I'm just not obviously Steen can still come back and battle, but that's just where I'm at with that. The wide receiver 3, man. This is intriguing to me. All right. I Paris Campbell seems legit. We'll see tomorrow. The pads come on tomorrow, by the way. That's gonna change a lot. We definitely gotta pay attention and lock in as to what's going on with pads on. But as of right now, man, Paris Campbell seems like the guy. He seems like the guy right now. Unfortunately, I keep hearing, I don't hear good things about Anaya Smith right now. I heard he's been having some drops. He's even been having trouble on special teams, and I'm really pulling for this guy because I'm telling you, man, watching those highlights, watching him make people miss in open space, like he looks like he could be that type of lethal weapon. But right now, I'm not hearing good things. Right now, it's looking like it's Paris Campbell's job to win or lose. All right, which again, that's not a bad thing. Like Paris Campbell, if he's gonna be out here, he's making plays in camp. Like it's his redemption. It's for him. It's like I gotta do this or else I'm not in the NFL, right? So it's a great story, and aside from that, it brings great energy to camp. So I can't be mad at that. I love what Paris Campbell's doing right now. Cornerbacks have just been, our corners just been, guys have been moving around all over the place. It seems like Quinion Mitchell's been getting reps in the slot, leading me to believe that they're trying to see what they can get out of Ringo and Isaiah Rogers right now, just on that opposite of Slay, playing outside corner. So, it's good competition, man. I've been hearing good things today. Another thing, reports been coming out. I guess Will Shipley, man, he might have some hands. He might be good as as that receiving back or out of the backfield, catching passes, which is great to hear. That running back 2 spot is still kind of like I don't know, man. I personally I like Kenny. I don't mind Kenny Gainwell being the running back, the second running back backing up Saquon. I personally do not mind that at all. Everyone's like, do we sign Miles Sanders if he gets cut by the Pan? I'm like, man, I don't know. I personally I don't mind Kenneth Gainwell. I don't know like what the bit. I mean, if he was running back number 1, then yes. I feel like he's been relied on a little too heavily, like in the past couple of seasons. But he's also shown that, like, he's a hard downhill runner when he needs to be. He can make a guy miss off one cut, and then he hits the hole, and he can run hard, man. I personally do not mind Kenneth Gainwell being that RB2, but we still got Kendall Milton out of Georgia. I can't wait to this. The preseason is gonna tell a lot. I'm gonna be tuning into these preseason games, especially at the running back position, man, because I gotta see. I gotta see what we got in these guys, especially these young guys. Um, Linebacker too. Let's talk about it, right? So apparently Zach Bond, he has to be like the second coming of like Bobby Wagner. I don't know, man. They really like this dude, man. For whatever reason, I don't know. Like I know, like he's quick to the ball. He could he play the pass pretty well. Don't get me wrong. I'm not mad about it, but I get like Zach Bond. They got this guy. He's starting every first team. Like his first team reps, man. Zach Bond is immediately the guy, and it's whoever else is gonna be next to Bond. Devin White. I've been hearing good things. Apparently, had a nice almost pass breakup. Stopped a pass to Will Shipley today. Just got him out of bounds in the backfield. And apparently it was almost a pass breakup, which is good to hear from Devin White. Like that's again another redemption story that I'm trying to tune into as much as I can, and I'm really pulling for him to be like that off ball linebacker that we need. But again, man, Zach Bond, is he that guy? Like I gotta see. That's another thing I gotta be watching, especially when pads come on. This is when pads come on is like when linebackers are really gonna get like you're really gonna be able to tell what linebacker is kind of taking the lead in that competition, because the pads on is like that's where they excel. It's hard to really judge linebackers when they're just kind of going through these like whether it's like 7-on-7s, no pads, like it's hard to really get a good feel for how these linebackers or who these linebackers truly are. So again, it's looking like Zach Bond is that guy right now, and it's whoever is going to be alongside him. That's what it looks like. I mean, if I had to like just go off of what the coaches are putting out there, Devin White looks good apparently. So we'll see. Obviously we want Jeremiah Trotter. I think Jeremiah Trotter might be more of a or Trotter Jr. might be more of a project, but again, you never know. Like, you never know. Maybe he's just, maybe he like, shoots up the chart later on in camp, or throughout preseason, throughout the regular season. Like, you never know. But for me, my expectations, like if I had to expect who are going to be those like two off-ball linebackers, I think it's going to be Bond and Devin White, if I had to guess right now. Again, we'll see. Keep my eyes on that one. I want to go back to the offensive line. Like we got Matt Hennessy back. He was back in camp today. Brett Toth came back. So while we lost a couple guys, we also gained a couple guys as far as camp goes. And I'm just happy that Kelsey, with Kelsey gone, like this is honestly, I think this is our best. This is the best case scenario for making up for just the lack of Kelsey. You're not going to replace Kelsey. Like, you're just not. But it's like, it's just good to have a Cam Jurgens. It's good to have a Landon Dickerson. And that's just my Lotta and Lane Johnson aside. Like, I think we're in good shape there. And I can't wait to see how this offense translates. Like, pass protection calls. Like, they're going to have, it's that before it was Kelsey making those calls at the line. So that's another thing I got to look out for, especially come preseason time. Like, who's going to step in as far as like recognizing that stuff at the line. I'm sure Lane Johnson is going to play a massive factor into that, but we'll see how it goes. And I mean, other than that, man, these past couple of days of camp, like, don't get me wrong, like I'm locked in, I'm excited. I'm excited to hear what I'm hearing out of camp, especially the Jalen Hurts hype right now. I'm all about it. I don't put too much stock. Again, I don't put crazy stock into this right now until it's like live action. Not saying I'm worried about Hurts when it comes to like getting out there on the field and playing an actual game. Why would I be? But I can't put crazy stock in it because like last year we're hearing all this nonsense about Hurts, how he's doing in camp. He's throwing picks here, picks there. He's gonna be fine, bro. I'm not really worried about Hurts like that. And if you are, like calm down, pump your brakes, calm down, chill out a little bit. We'll be all right. I hear Pickett's having an okay camp. It's good to hear, man. That quarterback too, as we all know, very important position. Very important position. So I'm loving what we're getting out of Kenny Pickett right now. Again, as time goes on, we're gonna really, I think we're gonna really truly find the value in how these moves that we've made during the offseason, how important they really are. I think in time is going to show why that why that is. Um, I think we're already finding out personally, especially in camp. But trust me, man, the depth at O line right now is so crucial, and I'm loving everything that I'm seeing from it right now. As far as D line goes, I guess our D ends, like they're saying, they've been performing well. I think we had like what Patrick Johnson getting some reps in today too. D line is gonna be crucial, man. I'm telling you, like, not just it's gonna help. Like this season, man, they need to get to the quarterback. They need to get to the quarterback. Third down, like just getting our guys off the field, getting the offense as many touches as possible throughout the game is gonna be so important, man. And not even just pass rush, man. Like stopping the run was a massive problem for us last season. And I don't know if any of you remember. I know you remember that Cardinals game last season when James Conner was just like it was like James Conner was just running through cones. That whole game, it was pain. It was pain to watch. I like even just thinking about it now, it's like it's making my blood boil. I can't see that again. I cannot see that shit again. I need this D line to get pressure and to stop the run. I can't see 8 yards per carry every game. I can't watch that. There's no reason. And starting to get mad. All right? I'm trying to be hopeful. Okay, I'm already getting hot. All right, really, really, I can't wait to see Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. I can't wait to see them take that next step. I really can't wait to see Jalen Carter take that next step. I think he's going to. I think of what was it? Fletch, I think it was his second year, man. He took that massive leap, and I'd love to see that for Jalen Carter this season. All right. I need him to be that game record. Kind of sloped off towards the end of the season last year, and I think this year I think he's got to really just dominate at the front. And if he can do that, and Jordan Davis can Jordan Davis is not going to be a pass rusher. For those of you who want to see him like getting however many sacks, like, he's not a sack guy. I'm not watching his sack numbers this year. Jordan Davis just needs to eat up double teams. He needs to just clog the lanes, give the just make the linebackers' jobs easier in the run game. And if he can do that, then we're fine. I'm like that. That's just what. And obviously, condition wise, like I want to see him on the field more and not being like so gassed. I needed him to be that more of like just get more reps this season, more snaps at that position. And if not, again, Milton Williams, man, Milton Williams is gonna be Milton Williams is gonna be disgusting this season, especially just throughout that rotation. Like Milton Williams is gonna be. I feel like he's already been underappreciated, but this season is gonna be. It's gonna be a Milton Williams season. I assure you, it's gonna be probably one of his best seasons that we've seen. If not it will be his best season, and that's how I'm gonna look at it. So just D line, O line. O line, I'm so confident is gonna be just we're gonna be solid there, and I'm confident in that. D line is like I'm confident, but like that's my question mark, I guess. Like that's where my question mark is because I don't know Vic Fangio. I know he likes to drop back every now and then. He'll drop back guys at that outside linebacker position, and I think that will be like I don't love this scheme. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm glad we got the guy who that's his scheme. I'm not like these like just wannabe or guys who will just take the Fangio scheme and try and do whatever. All right. I'm glad we got the guy. I'm not a big fan of that scheme. I like I like the guys who are on the ball to be going after the quarterback. That's just me. I get it's a different league now too, but I don't love the having your pass rushers drop back in coverage, personally, unless they are that versatile. And we'll see what we get out of Bryce Huff, Josh Sweat. I Another guy again who really needs to take that step, that leap, Nolan Smith. We got it. Like he's gotta take a massive leap. Nolan Smith is a guy. It's just we didn't really see much of him last season. And it looks like he got a lot bigger too. That's one thing that I've been noticing. Like it looks like he put on a little bit of muscle, and he's already fast. He can get around. He can bend that edge like no one else. But this guy's gotta, he's gotta prove something this season. Like, he's expected to take on a heavier role. So Nolan Smith, definitely someone I need to like take that extra leap as well. Other than that though, good camp so far. Can't be mad at anything we've seen really. I hope anyone who's like Cooper DeJean, hope he gets healthy. I hate how he has to take these mental reps. I just don't think that's just not the same. Especially with pads going on tomorrow, it delays the progress a bit, so it's kind of a bummer. But DeJean, I hope he gets healthy. I'm not I'm not thinking about Sidney Brown. He probably not even gonna really play this season. So, and if he does, like no one comes off that ACL injury and looks the same. So he's kind of out in my eyes, just for the season again. And if he does get any type of playing time, that's great. But I'm also not expecting him to just just look as explosive as he did before. I don't know. Like other than that, I just hope guys get healthy. Pads going on tomorrow. I cannot wait. To see what we get. And we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. The linebackers is where my eyes gonna be tomorrow mostly. That doesn't mean doesn't mean anyone as far as receivers. I hope we see more out of them. And that's all I got. That's all I got for today. I'm tomorrow. That's where my eyes are. But hey, with that being said, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow. Wesley out.